Hello Pisces, it's your turn for your reading for the month of October. I was going to say September. Man, I keep doing that where I say something and then it's like it's not coming out clear enough. All right, Pisces. Um, One of the things I was tapping into your energy is it's really weird because I think today I had a dream about a friend of mine. She's a Pisces, and I guess she was trying to look for something for me. Oh, wait, that wasn't a dream. My bad. That actually happened. She was gonna, or she tagged my name into this, like, drawing or whatever to get a crystal or something. Um, but one of the words that came to me for Pisces is hurt. You're hurt. Some of you could be frustrated, stressed out, have no idea what's going on in life. Hey, you're not alone. We all have those moments when we feel like we don't know what's going to be our next food, what's going to be our next someone or something. So we've all had moments like that. Alright, so you have the Tower card in reverse. You have the Page of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Five of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Star, the Knight of Cups, Five of Wands, Knight of Wands, the Lovers. Oh, I don't know what that was. A Strength card, Two of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Ace of Wands, Four of Swords, Seven of Wands, the Devil, Page of Swords, and Seven of Swords. So, I think, and this was at the bottom of it. I think something hit you recently unexpectedly. You may have not been aware of it in some way. Anyways, I think something hit you, Pisces, when you were not expecting it. I have a Pisces rising, so I can I can totally understand that. Something that you were not aware of. And I feel like for some times you may have seen it coming, I'm getting. But also, too, at the same time, you may have not been expecting it. So I feel like it has to do with an opportunity, an offer, maybe love. And so you could be deciding to just move away from it. You or another person, I feel like, was left out in the cold on something or a scenario or situation. It could be you, I'm getting, and so you're not making any forward movements on it. Alright, so the month of October, I'm getting the feeling that you're not gonna move forward on something because it was maybe a waste of time, or it wasn't panning out to be the way that you want it to be when it comes to love, when it comes to conflicts with other people. And so I feel like you're moving away from it, but at the same time you're kind of in and out on the decision that you're making when it comes to these strong love connections. And you're really maybe having to go internally to figure out the answers within yourselves, where you don't have the strength to put up with it. You're kind of in and out, about kind of balancing out. I feel like it's a really hard decision to do for you, to go on and move on, because what I know of Pisces is they don't move on very, very well. And it's like you can't just tell Pisces to get over, because once someone has hurt them in a terrible way, then that person is like dead to them, you know? But I feel like here, Pisces, there is a strong connection with someone. And, you know, even though this is in reverse, it's usually about moving on. It's usually about expanding your horizon. I feel like it's more about moving on from this connection. But I feel like in some way you're choosing to move away from this connection. You could also be dealing with an Aquarius, Cancer, also Gemini. I recently found out something about a Pisces, and their mother was a Gemini. I don't know. I'm thinking too, it could be also if you knew a Gemini once. Because I know of another Pisces a few Pisces that dealt with Geminis. It's moving on. The strength to move on from them. And maybe there's conflicts with other people that has to involve this Gemini. You're kind of in and out about it. I really feel hard energy right here. It's like stuck. Stuck in the past, maybe. Alright, so this is what I'm getting a feeling too. There was either a Cancer who you wanted a wish fulfillment. You wanted that love. But then it became conflicting. Or let's start here. Let's start with here. Okay, unexpected things came up. Messages or offers or something was given to you in your hands. And then suddenly you were kind of at the breaking point. Do I move forward or do I not? And I feel like Pisces, some of you felt left out by something unexpectedly. Like maybe you had better intentions of things working out, but then they weren't. And so I feel like it's not so much feeling left out. I feel like so much the grieving process of sudden events that may have took a toll on you. And so you were trying to move away from it. And then either people or situations brought it up to you. Maybe this Cancer brought up, and they were your wish fulfillment in some way. And then the conflicts within this dynamic. And so you're questioning things, I think, maybe with this Gemini. This could be a new person, an old person, but I think it's someone that maybe is a dear, close connection. It doesn't have to be a lover or a partner. It could be someone that you're really close with, or you were at one point. So I'm feeling this person was your wish fulfillment. This Cancer, or someone. Like you wanted to take forward. But now we're stuck at this. It's like, we haven't moved on. But I feel like in some way you are choosing to move away from this Cancer. Also a Leo here too. Could be also an Aquarius that you're involved with. I didn't mean this to be a love reading for October, but I feel like there's still things that you're having to try to move away from, Pisces, when it involves people and conflicts. And I'm just stuck at this side, and I don't know why. Like, even I'm kind of shocked, because I know of a situation similar to this, and it just popped up in the reading, so it's like I have to go with this. So I feel like there was someone who was a very close connection to you, maybe someone associated with a Leo. And I feel like there's conflicts within this person because of a dynamic that happened to you with this Cancer or Aquarius. Could be another Pisces, I think, too. So I feel like you're having a hard time moving on from it because it's so strong. And I feel like it was a soulmate. And I feel like the problem here with the conflict with this Cancer or Aquarius, they could have that in the chart, or you could have that in the chart. The problem that you're feeling, I feel like, is someone in the past, someone that you were very close to, could be a family member. You're in and out about it, and you don't have the strength for it anymore because you thought this person was your soulmate. But for some reason, things happen, sudden events happen this past, or you're going to be noticing this in October. Sudden things were laid at your hands and it got you stunned. Like, what? And then made you feel left out. And that was like the end of the story. I was like, okay, I received this message, or I received something shocking me, and it was involving a Cancer or an Aquarius, or vice versa, either or you're dealing with this within a conflict with other people. And so we're here again. I feel like you really need to move on from this person because it's causing other conflicts. Because I feel like this Cancer was brought into your life, I feel like, for a reason. Soulmate. They were your wish fulfillment. But there's conflicts within it. And I feel like the conflicts within it maybe could be a family dynamic where or someone may who have passed away, someone who that you had a strong connection. You thought this was your soulmate. Like maybe you're yelling at them in some way. You're conflicted about, I thought they were my soulmate. I thought I was connected to them in some way, but I'm not. And it's like you felt like in some way you're in and out about your energies because I don't have the energy to deal with this anymore. But at the same time, someone in the past could be, you know, it could be a guardian angel. It could be someone who passed away, who is leading you to something better. I don't know. I'm having a hard time even moving away from this energy because it's so stuck. And I think a lot of it has to do with someone who's passed on. And you're in and out because you thought what was true. You thought that was a soulmate. It's like I keep going over this on my head, like over it. I thought this was my soulmate. I thought it was my love of my life. There's conflicts with it. So I feel like for the most part, you don't want to fight. You don't want the conflict, but it's conflicting because this in and out energy is like you're all over the place. Sudden news, sudden events, or the past. Like you're looking at this person who's guiding you. Like it could be a past relative who's passed on, and you're asking them, you know, I thought this was my soulmate because there was an inkling that happened years ago, and I think it happened to you unexpectedly. You received the notion that this person, you need to talk to them, and then you talk to them, and you know, you had that connection with them, you had that soulmate connection with them, and that intimacy in some way. But then something happened, conflicts happened within yourself and between you and this other person, and now sudden events happen, and it's making you feel like, is it a lie? Is it all a lie? You know, it could be this Gemini, I'm not saying, but I feel like there's someone in your past who's passed away, and I don't take that harshly. There's someone in your past who passed on, that something is brought up to your attention about this Cancer or Aquarius, either or, and it's making you rethink, why was I given this message if it wasn't my soulmate? Like you're conflicted. You know it's your soulmate at the same time, but you're in and out about what this person did. And you're having a hard time moving on. But I think in some way in October, you know, you'll eventually get there. You may never be there to a point, but I feel like you really need to let this person go. Because I feel like whatever's meant to be is meant to be. But I feel like someone in the past was guiding you to this person, either the Aquarius or Cancer, was guiding you to them for a specific time in your life to grow. And so you're still having a hard to talk about it, especially if this Gemini is a Gemini, of releasing it. Like you can't move forward, you can't speak about it, you're juggling in your mind, you want a new beginning, but at the same time you're still recovering. It really bogged you down. And then you're trying to persevere the best you can, but there's still this codependency, there's still this attachment with how you communicate, and lies and deceptions maybe you're feeling at the end of October. So I feel like, Pisces, this is a really strong reading. I'm just like mainly focused on this area, but I feel like ultimately there are things that you still need to recover. There's still things you need to heal, but I just feel like sudden events happen. You know, some could have to do with your finances and where you want to be. Some of them you have your finances together, but it's just this person. Maybe you feel like this person's, like you can't move away from it. Could be a Leo too. I don't know. I'm going to get some clarifiers real quick about this relationship and anything that comes up. Alright, Pisces. These are the two cards that came out. Oh, and we have others right here. So we have the Six of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Page of Cups, and Justice. So I feel ultimately you want this person, you're walking away from them. I'm just sending that prayer to you to walk away from this person. To let bygones be bygones, because I feel like there's things you need to heal. You know. Because it's unfruitful. It's not bringing you happiness. But I feel like for the ultimate, it's going to bring you justice. When you get to the place of moving on from this connection, like you may never be, like Pisces have a hard time really, you know, moving on from the situation. But I'm sending you all the joy and the love and the prayers, because I don't know. I just feel like if it is a past person that you're having a hard time, whether it's someone who's passed away or it's someone that you thought was a soulmate connection, your wish fulfillment, someone that you wanted to be with, you need to move on. Because I feel like the sudden events or the sudden, you know, the tower moment is in there to clear this energy. So you can fully move on. You know, a lot of us water signs have been going through it individually. So, I don't know. I just feel like you're going to do the best you can to move on. You know, I just feel like if someone's very dear to your heart, you know, there's a reason. And we only grieve because it shows how much we love that person. Maybe you're grieving about this Cancer or Gemini. Cancer and Gemini, both, you know, because you feel like you need them in some way. Um, I don't know. I want to cry, but I'm not going to cry. I don't know what else to say about the rest of it, but I just feel like I feel like you'll get the answers that you need, and that healing will come to you in ways you need. Anyways, Pisces, sending you all the love and support your way. Bye-bye.